Hey folks, I'm Red and this is my Watcher of Realms channel. This is a free-to-play series. We're on the main account and I wanted to do a little bit of summoning, but my main goal of this video is just to talk a little bit about Vorn and why he's a bit of a problem. He's got some really good skills. He basically makes it possible to do a ton of damage on bosses. If you are not so concerned with bosses, then he's not really that great. But the main thing is that he applies this shield break to allied fighter units with the highest attack on the battlefield. So this means that if you are trying to push into your guild boss Abyss, notice most of the people in my guild basically haven't even been touching Abyss because it's just so hard. This is really tough. You know, I've got an auto battle here where I can almost hit 5k, which is the first chest. Rewards are great here, but it's just not worth it, okay? Because I can't do enough damage. I have, you know, some pretty good heroes. I'm at the end game, but I just can't, you know, get through this content. And if you have Vorn on here, he's going to support two of your best fighter units, okay? And you just have to make sure one of them is magic damage, one of them is physical damage. And you can see I don't have a magic damage dealer on this team, so I'd have to get someone like Zilla2 on there to do that kind of damage, and I have to make sure that they have the highest attack, okay? So these are some constraints that you have to consider. The other thing is that they're adding some runes that will allow you to boost your damage on your damage dealers, on their gear. So in a way, Vorn is not really that important, okay? He'd be great to have as long as you have other people who do poison damage, who can benefit from some of his other skills, or who will allow him to do a lot of damage. But beyond that, he's not really that great. Now, the other reason that this is a problem is because it's been hyped as this, you know, new game-breaking meta, which, if you look at some of the reports on what kind of damage you can get out of it, is great. As long as you have the right heroes, again. But notice that here on Thursday, we have the Sage's Invocation. Okay, so guaranteed within 200 summons, you get Sun Wukong. Now, if you don't have Sun Wukong, you need to save your shards, save your summons for this guy, okay? I don't have that many summons anymore. I tried to get Vorn earlier, and I pulled with my kids. I let them do some summoning, and we did get a legendary, but it happened to be a guy named, is that Cratch? Or someone of that kind. I can't remember his name. Azor. This is Azor. That's his name. So not a good pull. We did pull him early, but yeah, unfortunately not great. So I have 40 here. I am going to summon because this is kind of a summoning video. But I just wanted to say, you know, this guy is not really that important. With the new changes to the gear coming, you will be able to break that shield if you're very close. You will be able to boost your heroes and get them through at least that first shield if you're pushing Abyss. Now, the other reason not to do Abyss that I've talked about before is that they only give us 2 of these, 2 Crusade runes. So if I'm the only one in my guild who's even able to hit Abyss and get, you know, the first chest, there's no way I'm going to do it every time, right? I'm going to spend my runes on Nightmare 3 and Nightmare 4, okay? Because I know I'm going to get 2 chests there. That increases my odds of getting the really good rewards, okay? So, yeah, just some things, you know, some food for thought. I might as well get some of this stuff after I summon, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll still be able to get 200. I don't really need Sun Wukong. I do have some soul stones that I can use for him if I want. at this point, I'm not really too worried. He's only really necessary if you want to push arena, and he's good for some other content as well. Really worth getting if you don't have him. If you do have him, you know, maybe you skip the weekend or something. I don't know. I'll let you decide. But let's see if we can get a Vorn. I've got 40 of these, so I'll just do four 10 pulls, and then I'll just save my summons for the weekend. And I might skip the Sun Wukong banner. Who knows? Okay, so nothing good. A Laurel. Laurel is pretty good. That's fine. Yep, nothing good. Maybe a, yep, not even an epic. Okay, so 2 more, and then I'll just be saving for the next one. Okay, last one. Yep, no legendary. Okay, so yeah, Vorn would be nice. Not really worth. I do have 8 of these, and I might just pull all of those and then save for a couple weeks my divines. I think so. I've pulled 9 since my last legendary here, and who did I get? I got a Kriya. Yeah, so she was new, but not anyone that I'll use anytime soon. But so I might get a legendary in the next next 9 here. Okay, got my gems there, and keep going. So yeah, I'll just pull what I have in terms of my crystals, and maybe I'll get lucky and get a Vorn. Okay, here's Mari. Solid epic, but not one that I want. One that I have already. Okay, another holo. Good. Okay, and another holo. I guess she's on the rate up. So at least I'm getting the rate up hero. And the Sunday. Pretty solid. Okay, and then I've got one more, and we'll see if I get anything decent. No legendary. Okay, so I'm going to hard pity on this, and that'll be it for me, I guess. That's my last. I guess that will be all from this side. Got a whole load of nothing, unfortunately, but I don't think it's worth using all my diamonds to try and get Vorn. I really don't. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.